Hey YouTube, Mark here. I actually know what you're thinking. Mark, this is supposed to be a hiking video. What the hell are you doing on your motorcycle? Well, I'm using my motorcycle to get to my hiking spot. This hike that I'm going to do today, it's west of Madison, north of Verona, and it's called the Valley View segment. And there's supposed to be a large 14-acre plot that has been like completely redeveloped, in that they took out all the invasive species and have re-established something like 105 original prairie grasses, plants, flowers, everything, shrubs. So it's back to its original condition, and it's supposed to be like the jewel of this whole segment, with the added bonus that you can actually overlook the valley all the way over to Blue Mound and see the Blue Mounds from this hilltop. The trail difficulty on this is a 2. From what I understand, it's a pretty decently easy hike. It's well blazed and everything. And the hill difficulty is a 3. The hill difficulty is a 3. But the segment's only like 1.8 miles. So it should be a fairly easy hike. Well, it's going to take me a little over an hour to get there. And it was such a beautiful day, I had to do it on the motorcycle. So Angel and I are getting a little wind therapy together. And yeah, we'll just see you at the trailhead. Okay, I'm here at the Valley View segment. This is the trailhead. It's on Ice Age Lane. I think that's pretty cool. But you are right next to a driveway. Okay, there's a brown fence that goes right up here, and you're walking on this side of the brown fence. Don't follow that driveway. Don't be on that side of the fence, okay? I did, as I was sitting here getting ready, I did have the owner of the property came in through the road down here. He pulled up next to me and started talking. Oh, you gonna walk the Ice Age Trail? I go, yeah. And he goes, oh yeah, it's really nice, and complimented me on my bike and everything. It's a nice bike, I like it. But yeah, he just wanted to make sure, stay on this side of the fence and just enjoy myself. So seemed like a really nice guy. All right, so let's get going. And I tell you already, you can just see and smell all the flowers that are in these little fields right here. Just amazing. That's a different flower. Gotta take a picture of these. Okay, on this trail you really gotta be mindful of these yellow blazes, okay? We do not want to go onto the private property. This land is donated for us to use, but we got to respect it. Down here in the tall grass, there's a little sign up there that says private property. So we do not go down that way on the back side of this house. Our trail actually goes right up and through here, right around this tree. So be very mindful of that. I mean, fallen timbers. I mean, you can see the trail, but it's getting kind of overgrown, really. Lots of vines and stuff going over the trail. While I'm walking, I'm actually having to, to catch my feet, I got to break the vine. So it went up a good sized rise. Now I'm going down it. Yes, mosquitoes. Dum me. I thought I had it in my pack, and I don't. Can't really see why they call this a 2 on the trail listing, because this beginning part, like I said, it's pretty well overgrown. And big huge portion of tree fell right there, kind of in the path, but you can get around it. Oh wow, I don't think this is the prairie section that they're talking about. Remember I told you that they replanted like 105 different species of plants, but this could be it. I mean, just tons and tons of flowers. Here, let me turn you around. Just look at all that color. Yellows and purples, white, some blues. Okay, now I remember them saying that there's going to be a white lamp post at a driveway, and I'm at the driveway. Driveway goes that way, goes up to the house up there, and then the white lamp post is right there. You just cross the driveway and keep going. Like I said, I don't think this is actually the prairie segment that they were actually been working on. I think this is just a meadow of flowers. All right, back into a little bit of a wooded area. Oh, and one of the things I found out about this trail segment too, there's no hunting allowed on this trail because, like I said, it's mostly privately owned, so you don't have to worry about hunting season for anything really. So this must be more of the prairie section that they were at. I mean, it goes up that hill there, and like I said, it's just flowers and flowers and flowers. Lots of bees, but none of them have stung me yet. And I just ran across a sign back down the trail a little bit that said that this was basically a melt-off stream that flowed down through here, and it is also a prime cutoff point from the glaciated area north of us and what's called the driftless area to the south of us. Oh. Wow, I just can't believe all these flowers. Butterflies everywhere. Wow. I can't imagine what it took, all the man hours to get all this done. wow. Yeah, it's just wow, that's all I can say. I mean, it looks like a repeat of a lot of different flowers and stuff. But when you look close, there's other things going on. I mean, yeah, you see a lot of the yellow, the purple, the blue, the white. A lot of those are the same flowers. But if you look closer, you know, you got this kind of white stuff. You know, that's a different plant. I have no idea what plant it is. And there's other things that are in there. So, yeah, this is pretty awesome. Okay, I'm seeing posts with yellow blazes, white blazes, and red blazes. Well, post back there I just saw had a red blaze on it. But I'm not seeing any here. However, Ice Age trail sign, go that way, okay? But there's also a trail out here. I'm a little winded from that walk uphill. There's a trail that goes down this way, and that's got a white blaze on it. So you can walk these blazes. This whole bluff tabletop right here, not to be confused with the bluff segment. This is actually the culmination of 3 different properties. It covers about 14 acres. And you can walk those other little spur trails. But I'm not doing it today. I'm seeing like monarch butterflies and other things like that. There goes a monarch right there. You think I suck at getting pictures of birds? Try a monarch butterfly. There are a couple right here that are flying around. I don't know if it's a mating thing or if they're fighting each other or what. There goes like a yellow looking thing. Oh, there's them. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. All right, I am still trudging uphill. I came in way back there by those trees, walked over this way, and now I'm coming back this way. Yes, I was smart and put on sunscreen, but in the heat I was stupid and forgot to turn on my GPS. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to get to the end, then turn my GPS on and walk back, and then I'll just double the mileage for the entire walk. I have come across a couple of those benches, but not many of them. I mean, there are here, but most of them are towards the top of this little mound. And speaking of mounds, on a good day, you can look across the valley, and that blue ridge right there, that is Blue Mounds. So yeah, that's kind of cool that you can see all the way out to Blue Mounds. Now the Native Americans that lived here, their word for that, the Blue Mounds, and I'm not going to even try to say it, but basically it meant Smoky Mountains. And you know, it's actually a decent day. It is a little cloudy now. Clouds have started rolling in. And that mound back there is pretty hazy. So I can see how they came up with that name. It is hot. I just sat there I just sat there and told you all about the thing about Blue Mound, how it was called Smoky Mountain and all that. Just standing there, I'm just continuously sweating. I think I had a mosquito get me behind the ear, damn it. Well, now I'm going downhill at least. Now, when I was coming up, I was telling you there wasn't a cloud in the sky, but now there is. And there is a good probability of rain today. Good probability chance of rain. It has like 25%. I tell you, as much as I'm sweating right now, come on, rain. Okay, so here's an intersection. You can see the post behind me. It goes off to my left. There is a trail that continues straight on, but if you look down the trail just a little bit, you'll see a white blaze post there. We're going to stay on the yellow blazes. Guess it really doesn't matter because, well, that was the trail I was just on. Was that intersection right back there. But got crab apples up here, and a bunch of apples are laying on the ground. When I was a kid, I used to pick crab apples and eat them. I mean, a lot of people won't because they're kind of tart, but to me that's what made them good. That's a cool tree. This segment will have some road walking on it. That's not for a little while, and I think it's less than half a mile. Now, this segment does not have any reliable water on it, okay? But something does flow down through here every so often, but right now it's completely dry, so luckily I brought my own water today. Trail's closing in on me. All the rain that we've been getting this year, yeah, these plants are pretty tall. I'm skirting between a couple of buildings. Got one on my left, and another one right on my right here. So, sadly, I think my time in the prairie area is done. Okay, which way do I go? I think I was supposed to turn right. There was an intersection with a sign right here, but the trail diverts left and right. But the sign wasn't telling me which way to go. Go right. I reiterate, come on, rain. I could use some right now. All right, so I'm out on the road. Now if I follow this for a little bit, I will turn right at the intersection in the road, I believe. And then I should eventually meet up with the trail I may have to pull out my phone, look at my GPS just to make sure. I am so out of shape. Okay, so I'm pretty much to the top of the roadway. The intersection is right back there. This is a little gravel section over here. There's parking there. I also see a yellow blaze up there to indicate a trail. I don't know if that trail just comes out to this roadway or exactly how it works. I'm just kind of hot and tired right now, and it's been a quick walk. There's a little kiosk informational center here. Right now, I am too hot to even try to read it. I am staying on this trail. So I think it just kind of, instead of walking on the road, which is right over there, they hooked up the trail to the parking lot and made it come, well, north, left, whatever direction you want to say. Then again, maybe not. Well, I do see another yellow blaze, so maybe I am going the right way. The part that would suck is if this circled all the way back around and took me back to where I just came from. But yeah, you're pretty close to houses up here. Alright, I checked my phone real quick, and yeah, the trail from that parking lot is looping around and coming back to where I came by that, down by that roadway. Remember that trail sign that I saw and didn't have an arrow pointing to it? You know, to go left or right. So we went right, came right out on the road. If you turn left, you'll come up through this area here and still come up into this parking lot. So we are going to have to get out here to Mound View Road, and we turn right, not left. Go down, I think it's down to the next road. I can't remember. It's like Sakaram Road or something like that. I remember when you're walking on a road, always walk on the left facing traffic. That way you can see them coming up on you. Alright, 0.3 miles of this, and I'll be back on the trail. Okay, we're coming up on Saracen Way. That's the road we have to turn left on. S-A-R-A-C-E-N, Saracen. That was just the next road down. And I'm going to stop, get myself some water, and put a new battery in this camera. Yeah, I'm sweating pretty hard. I don't know if the camera will pick up that light reflection on that sweat, but whew, pretty hot. Okay, so I'm still walking down Saracen. There's a little bit of a S-curve going, but you come up to this black mailbox here, and right behind it is the Ice Age Trail. Alright, get into some shade. Oh, yeah, and the wind's blowing a little. That feels nice. Oh, another trail intersection. This is called the A and C Trail, Glaciers and Homeowners Association. I have no idea what that means, but we stay to the right because that is our Ice Age trail. How do I know? Well, duh. This is kind of an interesting section. So yeah, you're like walking right along the backside of people's properties here. Please be respectful. Otherwise they're going to take this area away. Just as I was getting done filming around that rocky area, that's the only area that's looked like that at all on this whole trail. But just as I'm picking up the camera, getting ready to move on, a trail runner came up on me, and he had two little dogs, and they were just a yipping and barking. All right, coming out into a bit of a clearing. Looks like someone's big, huge hobby farm here. Arrow on the post right there. Turn and go left. I think they're better walking back there. At least I was in the shade. Alright, I'm going to assume that my trail kind of goes along the tall grassy area and those trees. That's what I'm going to assume anyway. A little overgrown. Did I have to do it? No. Alongside these pine trees over here, there's plenty of room to walk between. Okay, so I've been following the fence line here for a while. As you can see, my blaze says to go off this way. And we will do that. And walk alongside a road. And I believe that it will be the end of our segment. Try to stay as close to the tree line as possible. You are on somebody's property. Because the house is like right there. And just down here will be the Valley View segment terminus. I'm at Fernglade Road. That's this road here. And this is Midvale Road. Technically, the trail doesn't end until you're on the other side of Fernglade. There's a sign right over here. I am going to go up there and actually touch the sign, and that tells me I am done with the segment. Here's my sign. That's it. Valley View segment is done. I'm going to start making my way back. And I have to tell you, this little housing subdivision here, it's got an interesting name. It's the Glacier's End. But when you get to the big stone, you know you reach the end. Oh, it's a hot one. I'm glad I'm doing this today, not last week when it was 98 degrees, indexed around 111, and 98% humidity. The breeze feels nice when one comes up, but it's just been almost non-existent. Oh. I'm going to sit here, I'm going to drink some water, put on a fresh coat of sunscreen, start heading back to the cycle. I almost said truck. I actually filled that completely with ice and then filled it with water. And there's still ice in it. Unbelievable. Use my hat to dry me off a little bit. I did get bit by a couple of mosquitoes. but not a lot. And believe it or not, they really don't seem to be around here, but you know, that's kind of amazing because right over there is kind of like a little spillway, a little water, I don't know what you want to call it, a water feature, but it's all algaed over and stuff like that. Prime ground for mosquitoes. So these rich little houses around here must be able to afford people to come in and spray, keep the bugs down, because I am not getting bit at all. They're not even flying around me. Don't know if I'm rubbing it in or just rubbing it into the sweat. And in case you're wondering, you probably saw it in a few shots. You're probably wondering what this is. This is just a 1 liter pop bottle that's been cut. My wife knitted this little sleeve to go around it. And then I got some braided leather strapping, punched holes, and kind of weaved it in and out of the holes all the way around. Connected a carabiner on it. That goes on my belt loop, like this. Sorry, it's kind of a bad angle, you really can't see it. But now, when I'm carrying the tripod and I'm holding it out in front of me and I'm talking to you guys, the legs of it are sitting inside this little cup, taking the brunt of the weight, so I'm not sitting there trying to hold it and keeping it steady. Now, the camera will probably shake a little bit because when I'm walking, every time I take a step, it kind of pushes forward. But that shouldn't be nearly as bad as, you know, it has been before. Passenger plane. That's what this little thing is down here. Just basically a belt loop tripod holder, basically, is all it is. I don't know what you want to call it. Alright, I'm going to save the rest of that for my walk home. Or the walk back to the bike. That's going to be a long ass walk home. A little bit of a breeze is just right now blowing on me. Oh, feels nice. Look at the inside of my hat. Look how sweaty that is. When you're doing the trail, that area back there, you don't have to go between that big shrub and the pine trees. Just stay up by that fence. I mean, I bet you it was kind of fun to watch me going through that shrub and that pine, but still, you don't need to. Well, made it back up to that, oh, sorry, got a bug in my face. Made it back up to that rock wall area. That was really cool, whoever did that. That was kind of neat. There have been a couple of times where I wanted to set down the camera and get a shot of me walking down the trail. As soon as I stop, mosquitoes all over me. So, sorry I'm not getting too many shots of me walking down the trail. Should have brought my bug spray. Swore I had it with me. Alright. I'm out on the road. Trying to make quick work of this. Try to see if I can get back into the shade. There's a couple of spots with with shade from trees along the roadside, but for the most part, this is almost all direct sun. I don't know if my last little stint got recorded or not, but I was walking down the Mound View Road. I was just saying that there is a lot of traffic on that road. I mean, just the few hundred yards that you're walking it, I got passed both ways by probably about 6 cars, but now I'm walking through that walking that trail from that parking lot that's back there. There was that little kiosk that was there and everything, and I'm getting to the point where I realized I was kind of going the wrong way and turned around. I actually just got quite scared by a little quail or something nesting in the tall grass and flowers and stuff next to me. I mean, I probably passed it within just a couple of feet, and all of a sudden it took off. But it took off so fast, it just scared the hell out of me. I like walking through all these flowers, but there's just no shade cover. So yeah, I really look forward to the into the treed areas. Okay, I made it out to the prairie area with all the flowers, and whew. Remember that hill that was so nice going down? Now I gotta go up. But at the top of the hill, I know there's a bench. So I'm going to sit and take a little break, finish off my water, and complete this little hike. Yeah, I know the bench is right there, but the shade is right here. I think I'm getting some sort of a prickly heat or something, because my arm is just full of red splotches. It's not super itchy, just a little irritated. And I've got to go through the worst of it. Because once I leave this shadow area, I don't come across any more shade until I'm down in the trees, way down there. So I probably got a good half-mile walk in direct sun. I'm hoping I can time it just right, or a cloud will come over and block the sun for me and I can cover most of it. But the clouds aren't moving very fast, and I don't know if anything's going to be coming for a while. So, sit, finish my water, take a break. Had to suck it up, pick up, and get through this little prairie. I just don't see a cloud covering up the sun anytime soon. But a couple of breezes. In fact, the mic is probably picking up some right now. Have picked up, blew across me, cooled me off. Finished my water, so I'm hydrated again. You know, some people they sit there and they think to themselves, well, the trail's not much. It's only, you know, a mile and a half or less than 2 miles or whatever. But it's amazing how dehydrated you can get in that short little span of time. Because you gotta think, the sun's beating down on you. You're probably going to be going up and over hills and stuff like that. So all that plays a role in your exertion. So yeah, do not forget to bring your water along. I should have actually had more with me so that when I get back to the bike, I could drink down some before I actually start heading home. Because right now I am out of water. Alright, so I made it to that little point in the trees. Now it's going to circle around, kind of head back to the direction I had just come from, but downhill. So I had just come from basically that row of trees back there. And it's nice that they have these benches here, but there's no shade by them. So you can sit there all you want, but yeah, I'd rather just sit on the ground with some shade. Come up on the end of the prairie area, and I'm going to get into the trees again. I think I may have gotten a picture of a butterfly. A black one, I don't know what it is. I don't know my insects very well. Especially butterflies and moths and stuff like that. But I think I got a picture of them. Oh, shade. But yeah, walking through that prairie area, God, that's just amazing. All the bumblebees and the butterflies, the dragonflies, just everything. Wow. All right, this will probably be my last recording until I get to the bike. Talk to you then. So I got to the brown fence here. My bike is just right up there. And then I can gear up and go home. I'll take a quick look at my GPS and see what it says for mileage. When I did leave at the far terminus, I forgot to turn it on. So I probably missed close to half a mile. So let's see what we got. I'm going to put everything away and get on the road. I don't want to sit here too long. It's a lot of sun right here. Hey guys, I just wanted to let you know that I made it back to the house just fine. I was severely dehydrated. The temperature outside today got up to only around 83 degrees. But the heat index was up over 90, and there was actually a time when we have a thermometer thing outside, and it was actually reading like 102. So yeah, it felt a lot hotter than it was actually forecasted to be. But yeah, I just want to let you guys know I did make it home safe. And I've been drinking a whole shit ton of water ever since I got home. I also wanted to let you know that I mapped out on Google the distance there, and then I also looked at the distance again on the guidebook, and they're pretty similar. I think Google listed it at being 1.7 miles, where the guidebook's 1.8. So I'm going to take the mileage and say that it was the 1.8. Of course, then I doubled it back. So that means I did 3.6 miles today, and I'll have to do the actual math and figure out what my total miles are then for the Ice Age, and I'll put that up at the end of this video now. But I wanted to bring up something, but I was so hot and so out of it when I was doing the hike, and I just never thought of it. And it's something that I've been bringing up in past videos. If you have not watched the last couple of riding videos, if you have not watched a couple of my last cooking videos, you might not have heard this yet. I'm thinking about changing the name of the channel. And the reason I am thinking about this is I'm trying to draw more viewers in, more subscribers, but it's hard to do that when you just use your personal name, because that doesn't tell anybody anything of what your channel is about. So in order to draw more people in to view the content that I make and publish out there on YouTube, I want to change the name of the channel to Chef Biker Hiker. I cook, I hike, and I motorcycle. Chef Biker Hiker. Got it? So leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think of that idea, because I haven't made the decision yet. I'm still weaning back and forth on whether or not I want to actually change the channel name. So leave me a comment down below and let me know what you think, and I will see you on the road.